Hello everyone. What I have for a video today is the Fitco dancing clown. I believe this sold in 2007 and 2008, and it only sold at Spirit. I made a demo video of this a couple years ago, but I decided to make an actual kind of review video to show it more. I know as far as I know, I really don't think there's any other videos of it out there. I know there's one other video of it on YouTube. I can't remember when it was uploaded. But I think it was maybe around 2017 or 2018, something like that. But I remember in the video I did of the coffin riser, I for a second talked about this, and I was saying for the coffin riser, I think is actually built pretty decent for, I guess, a Fitco item, because a lot of Fitco items aren't built the best, and this is one of example, as this is really not built the best at all. The box it's in is cardboard, and I believe this is the box it actually sold in. I don't think it had another Spirit box. That's the box they just sold it in, and you just take it home and open it and set it up like that. And then it has the back flap right here, kind of just rest on the pole. It has, this is how it stands up. It has just a 3-leg base with the hole in the middle for the poles to go in, and again, the whole box is cardboard inside. You can see where it's folded closed right in the bottom, and then they just have this Velcro glued on. It has Velcro at the end of the clothes. I don't really like putting the Velcro all the way on, because it seems like when I do and turn it on, it doesn't really move very well. It gets caught on itself a lot. And I think it has 3 poles, which the poles are the only good thing, because these are actually metal. And also, you could, if you really wanted to, you could actually take this base out and just have the clown sitting by itself, because they literally just used big twist ties and just tied it into the box, because there's just little holes that goes through the cardboard, and they just use these twist ties to hold this in place. I remember when I got this base is pretty loose. I had to tighten the twist ties a lot. And biggest reason why I say this is not made very well, because of that. The control box, this little control box, plastic is, it's kind of thick, but it's kind of brittle. And as you can see right there, when I originally got it, that whole plastic, and I had to glue all that back together. And also there's a bunch of cracks on the shoulder bracket, because the shoulder bracket is pretty flimsy, cheap plastic too. So there's a bunch of cracks on that I had to try to glue as much as I could. And then the only thing holding the clown up is that little plastic piece right there that connects to the head. When I originally got it, the very top piece of that plastic was broken off, and I fixed it, reinforced it with epoxy and glue, and then it actually broke again about 2 years ago, kind of more towards the middle of the plastic piece. So I again had to fix it. You can probably see some of the glue left over. I do in the future at some point want to get an actual piece 3D printed for that, and just use that as the new piece, so I don't have to worry about it breaking anymore. But for now, that's kind of how it is, and it stays up fine. I have it in my closet, so it's kind of out of the way of anything, so hopefully it won't get hit or whatever and break. So I kind of just keep it in my closet so it's safe. His head is pretty decent plastic, and then the clothes are kind of just like thin material. Like, it's not the worst, not the best. And the knife is kind of like flimsy plastic. Has a couple paint chips, but it's in pretty good shape. And then the fingers are, again, just like really thin gloves, basically, that they filled up with like stuffing or whatever. And then same with this. The hand's kind of fat looking. It's like round looking. And this is all stuffed. It has these little bells on it. And there's the back. There's a battery compartment. I do have the battery door to it. I have the battery door to it. It's always like sitting right next to the clown, because this thing is such a pain to get batteries in and out of it. So I just, like, I'm not going to lose the battery door. At least I shouldn't. But I just don't really like having to take the door on and off, because this shoulder bracket is right in the way. And this shoulder bracket, like, you can actually see right there. There's a lot of places that I had to re-glue the bracket to, because it was all cracking when I first got this. So then the two wires right there, you can actually unplug those. Those are for the eyes. And you can just literally turn this, because it's on the pole. It just has that single pole, so you could just slide the clown around if you need to. So yeah, I think that's about it showing it. So I will now put batteries in it and turn them on. Okay, got batteries in. Also the switch, if I can get this fabric out of the way. The switch is right there. Right there. So again, it's pretty difficult to get to because the shoulder bracket's in the way. And here's the battery door. I don't think it ever had the screw when I got it. So if anyone's ever wondered how I got this, I did not get back in stores. I actually found this on Facebook Marketplace a couple years ago for, I think it was like $40 or something. And obviously when I found it, I was like losing my mind because I could not believe I actually found one for sale. So that was pretty cool. Let me turn it on now. He is, I think, sound activated, and that's the only way it activates. As soon as I turn the switch, it immediately turns on usually. Oh, getting that down. And the way it moves is basically just has like the one motor and has like a little lever, and it has a piece that connects to that little plastic part I was showing that holds the head up, and just has like a square shaft piece that spins up and down, and it has that lever to make him go back and forth. It is very difficult to also turn it off, because anytime you try to get to the switch to turn him off, he just automatically starts moving. because that switch is in such a bad spot. Also, they did make a costume that looks like pretty much exactly like this. If I'm sure a lot of people may remember the Jester costume, it has the same face, and they made the same one they made one that has the same costume. Then they made a black and green one, a black and red one, and I think even a black and blue one too. I actually have the black and red costume that I actually got when I was younger for Halloween one year, because I just like the Jester look it had, I guess, and I got that costume before I even realized that it kind of came from this prop. I've heard that they made the costume because this was so popular, this prop, but I don't really know if that's true, if it was that popular or not. That's about it. Thank you for watching.